Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to go through the CTP quality guidelines, and we'll also look at the steps and process for creating and editing your CTP video. First off, we're going to find and download some of the Apex branded slides from the SharePoint. It's great to use the branded slides as parents often show these around, so it's good for marketing and getting the brand out there. Next, we'll talk about green screen backgrounds. So we can obviously use Google for images, and there's an application on many of the iPads called vScope, which has moving backgrounds that you can incorporate into your CTP. When selecting your background, try to pick a nice one that's very fun, creative, and of course relevant to the CTP. And then if you want to add an extra dimension of fun into the video with the students' role play, you can incorporate the background in the CTP. So that may be as simple as eliciting what the background is for a CBED student, or for upper levels, you can incorporate the background into their script or their role play. For example, a doctor visiting a patient or something like that. Next, we'll go through the apps we use to record our videos with the green screen. So the one we cover in training is Doing. We'll also go through vScope as it has those moving backgrounds. And finally, we'll recap the video editing that was covered in your training using iMovie. So we'll add our opening transition slides, our titles and subtitles, light background music. We'll split and edit any longer pauses or student management issues from the video. Make sure that the background music is not too loud and the student's voice can be heard. And finally, you can duplicate the background to add more students per video. So first off, we're going to locate and find the Apex transition slides. So I'm just here on the program materials for, I think this is book A3. But if we look through the folders here, we can see the teacher resource folder. So this always remains the same no matter what book we're on. And then once I'm in here, I see folder number 3 is CTP resources. And then once I'm inside, opening transition backgrounds. So you can just download these to your iPad or email them to yourself, whatever works for you. And then you have 6 different templates here. The alternative to using one of these provided slides would be to create your own Apex branded slide. So you could just pull a picture off Google if it was relevant to your CTP, or you think it's better than these provided templates, and then just add the Apex brand. Next, we're going to review the steps for getting a background for your green screen. So mainly you'll be using a still background image where you can simply go to Safari, Google whatever image you want, hold your finger down on the image, make sure it looks good while your iPad is turned horizontally, and then select Save Image. And once that image is saved, it will go into your photos and you can then use it on our recording applications. The first app you can use to record your video is Doing. So that is this octopus here that says green screen. Many of you have already been trained in this during your training period, but I just want to review for any new teachers. So here you can see all of my current projects. On the top right hand corner you can see a small blue plus. I'll select that, create new project, and then that will bring me to this screen here. And then on the bottom right hand side you can see 3 smaller pluses. So in the first plus we always need to put the camera, so I would select the camera option there. I'm not going to do it right now as it will stop the recording. In the second plus then we select image and we add our recently added image, whatever we want to use for our background. So I select use. Okay, and there is our background. Okay, so now that our camera and our image are selected, we're ready to record. The final step then is to press the red button located in the middle of the screen, and that will give us a 5-second countdown before the video begins. Once our video has been recorded, we press the stop button, and then we can say save to camera roll in order to transfer the video to our photos. That can then be edited using the iMovie application. Okay, so that was green screen, very useful, handy to use app. I prefer this one myself as it takes up less space when you record videos, and the video renders itself, so the picture quality is always very good. We do have one other option for you that many teachers still use, and that is vScope Live. With this app, you can incorporate moving backgrounds. So these backgrounds are already loaded onto the app for you. And honestly, I recommend downloading this app and having a look through the moving backgrounds because it can really bring a CTP video to life. For example, there's videos of fish swimming under the sea. So I know that teachers have made videos of students swimming alongside the fish, and it just looks really awesome and impressive for parents to watch. So I'd really recommend checking out that app if you want to make creative moving background CTPs. And the final step will be to edit our CTP video using the iMovie app. So once I enter the application, I would select the plus on the left hand side and then select New Movie. From here, I can use one of these preloaded themes, which will add background music and add a cool effect to my opening transition slide. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to select this theme right here. I would then go to create. Okay, that theme has been loaded in. If I wanted to change that theme, I would select the settings button up here on the top right hand corner. So if I pull that up, I can now add theme music. I can add fade in from black, fade out to black, speed changes, pitch. I can also change what theme I want here, and I can put on certain filters to enhance the picture. Okay, from here the first thing I'm going to add is my opening transition slide. So I'll go to Photos, Recently Added, and here I have some of my Apex transition slides. So I'm going to select one, and that has been added in. So if we play this with our bright theme, it will look like this. So we can see it automatically puts in that background and it moves nicely for us. Next, I'm going to add the titles for this intro slide. So I'll select my white needle right here, and then I'm going to go to titles, and I'm going to use this standard title, as this gives me 3 different options. In the top option, I'm going to write the name of the class. So this is a Seed 2 class. In the next feature, I'm going to write the name of the CTP. So I'm just going to call this the hospital. For example, if your students are role-playing in the hospital. And then down the bottom, finally, I'll put today's date. So it may be 19. Okay, so there we have our intro. Next, we can notice that it's kind of hard to see the writing here, so I'm going to select the intro, and then I'm going to go to filters, and I'm going to change the filter to something that highlights the writing a little bit more. Okay, so now we have a nice intro. Let's next insert our CTP video. So next I'll go to video, all. I actually don't have any CTP videos here. Got some CCTV, but for the sake of this, we'll just pop in some teachers in training, so we can embarrass them singing here. Okay, so within your CTP video, next we want to put in our students' names. So I'm going again to select my white needle, and I'm going to go to titles. I'm going to select the gravity title, and then right down here I'm going to select lower, and that will put the title in the bottom left corner. Okay, so it looks nice and neat and tidy, and in here I would put my students' names, Tom and Ella. Okay, so they're interviewing each other. Now, next I'm going to practice splitting the video. So say for example, I'm sorry to these teachers, I'm embarrassing everyone. I'm going to select on my white needle, I'm going to go to Actions, Split, Move Across, Tap, White Needle, Actions, Split, select the middle section, and then down the bottom right corner here, I'm going to select Delete. So that's where I would edit out anywhere that students were talking or there was some student management issues, something along those lines. And I want my video to look nice and clean, cleanly edited for the parents. Next, let's check the volume. So I'm going to go to volume, turn up the volume on this song by these teachers and turn down the background music. And let's see how this plays. No complaints there. And finally, let's duplicate our intro slide for the next student. So I'll select that. Then I can see the duplicate option comes up here under Actions. Duplicate, hold my finger down on it and then move it forward. Okay, and I can pop it in here before the next student starts. Then I could have CTP1 intro, student 1, CTP2 intro, student 2. And then I could put maybe 4 or 5 or 6 students in the same video. And then the parents could compare and contrast and see the ability of other students in the class. Okay, the final step, if I want to finish and save my video, I would select Done in the top right corner. Sorry, top left corner. And then down here I would select Download. And I can save video then to my photos. And that will download the video, allowing me to upload it on the iPad using LMS. And that concludes our CTP guideline video in addition to the CTP course. I hope you picked up some useful techniques that can help you during CTP day moving forward. Thanks for watching.